Welcome to the Gym Success Podcast, and a big welcome to all of you listening in today. Gym owners, operators, managers, salespeople, gym entrepreneurs, and personal trainers. And hey, for you folks looking to open a new gym, maybe acquire one, or if you just need some working capital, well, we can help provide funding options up to $500K. It's unsecured, no restrictions on use. Just check us out over at fmconsulting.net. I'm Bonnie.
I'm George.
And today we're doing a deep dive into a really insightful white paper by Jim Thomas. It's called Common Misconceptions About Running a Gym Business.
That's right.
Our goal here is pretty simple. Give you actionable insights, stuff you can actually use starting, well, right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Jim Thomas, he's a real veteran in this space. He's seen it all. And he makes this great point, from the outside, the fitness industry looks fantastic. You see the lively classes, the shiny new equipment.
Oh, yeah, the energy.
Exactly. Energetic members, those monthly dues just rolling in, seemingly. But Jim's quick to point out the reality on the ground and, the trenches. It's often quite different.
More complex.
Way more complex. It's rewarding, absolutely. But it's also, frankly, brutally competitive.
Yeah.
And it's really unforgiving if you're operating under, well, false assumptions.
Which is what we're here to unpack today.
Exactly. We want to help you sort through those myths and get to the real truths of running a successful gym.
Okay, let's kick things off with misconception number one. This is a classic, maybe the most classic. If you build it, they will come.
The field of dreams approach.
Right. You build this amazing state-of-the-art facility, get all the best gear, open the doors, and boom, instant success.
Yeah.
Or so the thinking goes.
It's such an appealing thought, isn't it? You pour everything into creating this perfect space. But what's really fascinating and honestly a bit sad sometimes is how often this belief just leads straight to disappointment. Jim Thomas is really clear on this. Gyms do not sell themselves. Period. You could have the best gym on the planet, but if nobody knows about it.
Well, it's just an empty room with expensive equipment. Success, absolutely, 100% depends on having a clear marketing strategy, getting out there in the community, and crucially, relentless sales follow-up.
So it's not enough to just be good.
Not even close. Your biggest enemy often isn't the gym down the street. It's obscurity. People simply can't join a gym they don't know exists.
Okay, so for you listening, what this really boils down to is being proactive. Aggressively proactive, maybe. Having the best stuff is great. Yeah, it's a foundation, but it's only the beginning. You absolutely need a voice, a presence, and a solid plan to actually reach your potential members.
You have to make noise, get noticed.
Right. Okay, moving on to the next one. This ties into staffing. The misconception here is thinking that just having great trainers automatically guarantees success. Packed classes, loyal members, the works.
Yeah, this one feels intuitive too, right? Hire amazing trainers, they deliver amazing results, and the business just grows.
But is it the whole story? Well, that's the key question, isn't it? It's about looking at the whole business holistically. Great trainers, incredibly valuable, absolutely essential, you could argue. They shape the member experience, they get results. But Jim Thomas really emphasizes this. Even the best staff can't carry the business all by themselves.
Why is that?
Think about it. You have a star trainer, right? Changes lives. Amazing. But if you don't have solid systems for getting new clients to that trainer.
The pipeline.
Exactly.
Right.
Or systems for keeping those clients engaged long-term, getting them to renew, getting them to refer their friends. Well, that trainer's individual brilliance has a limited impact on the overall business health.
So the talent needs structure.
Precisely. Without robust systems for sales, for retention, for referrals, even your best people will eventually hit a wall or feel like they are.
So for you, the takeaway isn't to undervalue your trainer. Far from it. It means investing in your staff needs to go beyond just their fitness knowledge. It's about empowering them with, the business tools and processes that support the whole gym.
Right. How can they plug into the sales process? How can they help with retention?
Yeah, making their individual success contribute to the collective success.
Spot on.
Okay, now this next one. I think this is where a lot of owners get, well, maybe a little obsessed. The idea that membership sales are all that matters. Constantly chasing that new sign-up.
Oh, yeah, the thrill of the new sale.
Yeah.
It's addictive.
It feels like growth, right? More members equals more success.
It feels like it. But Jim Thomas brings us back down to earth here.
Yeah.
If we connect this to, long-term sustainable business, retention is just as critical, maybe even more so.
More important than new sales.
Well, consider this fact he highlights. Getting a new member costs 5 to 7 times more than keeping an existing one.
Wow. 5 to 7 times.
Think about that. The marketing spend, the sales effort, maybe the discount to get them in, the onboarding, it adds up fast. So if you don't have a really strong retention strategy,
Hmm.
things like, engagement programs, member recognition, community events, making people feel like they belong.
And you're just filling a leaky bucket.
Exactly. He calls it the membership treadmill. You're working hard, running fast, signing people up,
Yeah.
but you're just replacing the ones quietly slipping out the back door. It's exhausting and incredibly expensive.
That's a powerful image, the membership treadmill. So for you, the message is clear. Don't just focus on the front door. You have got to pay serious attention to that back door. Make sure it's not wide open.
How are you valuing the members you already have? Are they just a number, or are they part of your community?
Because a happy, loyal member, they stick around, they tell their friends, they become your best marketing, really.
Absolutely. And the most cost-effective kind.
Okay, let's switch gears to pricing. Misconception number 4. Low prices win. The idea that being the cheapest gym in town is the secret weapon.
The race to the bottom.
Is that what it is? It seems logical on the surface, right? Lower price, attract more people, beat the competition.
It seems logical, especially if you're feeling pressured. But Jim warns, and I think experience bears this out, competing solely on price.
It's a dangerous game.
Why dangerous? Because you erode your margins, for one. But also, think about the type of customer you attract purely on price. Are they loyal? Or will they jump ship the second someone else offers a $5 cheaper deal?
Good point.
People don't usually leave a gym they love just because another place is slightly cheaper. They leave because they don't feel valued, or the experience isn't great, or they're not getting results.
So differentiation isn't just about the price tag.
Not at all. True differentiation comes from the experience you create, the culture, the community, the specific results you help people achieve. That's what builds value, not just being the cheapest.
Okay, so for your strategy listening in, it's about shifting focus. Don't just compete on price. Instead, really showcase what makes your gym unique. What's your special sauce? Is it the coaching, the community vibe, the specific outcomes? Focus on that value.
And you'll attract members who appreciate it, are willing to pay for it, and critically will stick around longer. That's sustainable.
Makes sense. All right, next misconception. Marketing is too expensive. We hear this a lot, especially from smaller independent gyms, right? The budget is tight.
Yeah, it's a very common roadblock. I'd love to market, but I just can't afford it. Feels like a catch-22. But what's really cool here is how jthomas flips that thinking. He basically says effective marketing isn't necessarily about having a huge budget. It's about being creative and, maybe even more importantly, being consistent.
Creative and consistent. How so?
Well, he points to tons of low-cost, high-impact strategies, things like really strong referral programs, turning your happy members into your sales force, strategic partnerships on social media with, say, a local health food store or a physical therapist, running fun check-in contests, building your email list and actually using it to connect with people.
So it's not about massive ad buys necessarily.
Not at all. It's about ingenuity.
Yeah.
What's truly expensive, Jim argues, is doing nothing, being invisible. That's the real budget buster in the long run.
That's a great perspective shift. For you, then, the big takeaway is don't let the perceived cost paralyze you. Get creative. Be persistent. Test things out. Consistent, smart effort often beats a big one-off spend.
Absolutely. Ingenuity over sheer budget.
Okay, number 6. This one hits home for a lot of passionate fitness pros. I don't need to sell people, just want fitness.
Right. The belief that because fitness is inherently good and desirable, people will just naturally sign up if you offer it well. The product sells itself, essentially.
It feels weird to sell health, maybe? Like it should be obvious.
It can feel that way, but connecting this back to reality, Jim is really firm on this point. Even if someone walks into your gym interested, you still need to sell.
Sell what, exactly? They're already there.
You need to sell them on why your gym is the absolute best solution for their specific needs and goals. You need to sell them on why now is the right time to commit. And crucially, how your specific approach, your trainers, your community will help them succeed.
So it's about guiding them to a decision.
Precisely. It's about bridging the gap between their general interest and taking concrete action. And he stresses, this isn't just the job of a salesperson. Everyone on staff, front desk, trainers, everyone needs to understand they play a role in this guidance process.
That's a big shift for some trainers, I bet.
It can be, but it reframes selling away from being pushy.
Right. So for you, it's understanding that selling in this context isn't a dirty word. It's not about manipulation. It's really about education, guidance, and building confidence that your gym is the right choice to help that individual achieve what they came in looking for, helping them say yes to themselves through you.
Well put. It's consultative, it's helpful.
Okay, misconception 7. The business will run itself once it's open.
The dream of passive income from your thriving gym.
The set it and forget it fantasy, especially appealing after the chaos of launching, right?
Totally. But probably not realistic.
Not in this business, according to Jim. This really touches on leadership. The truth is, a gym demands constant daily attention and leadership.
Daily, what needs that much attention? Pretty much everything. Sales efforts need managing, marketing needs consistent execution, operations need oversight, member service needs constant focus, staff need ongoing training and motivation. It's not a passive machine.
So things break down if left alone.
Absolutely. Jim warns that systems degrade, energy fades, standards slip. And guess who's waiting to pick up your neglected members?
Competitors.
Exactly. A gym is a living thing. It needs active, engaged leadership every single day to thrive.
Okay, so for you, the owner or manager, this means staying plugged in, vigilant. Your consistent presence, your problem solving, your leadership, that's the fuel that keeps the engine running smoothly. No autopilot.
Not if you want long-term success.
Right. Now let's talk growth. Misconception 8. Growth means more locations. That impulse to expand, open a second gym, a third, thinking that equals bigger success.
Yeah, the allure of becoming a multi-location brand. It sounds impressive, doesn't it? More locations must mean more money, more credibility.
But it's a trap.
It absolutely can be. Jim offers some serious caution here. He makes it clear. Growth shouldn't just be about scaling for the sake of scaling. Think about it if your first location is struggling, or maybe just breaking even, or have operational headaches. What happens when you duplicate that?
You duplicate the problems, maybe worse.
Exactly. You just multiply the headaches and the financial strain. His advice is crystal clear. First, focus on making your current location as profitable and efficient as humanly possible. Nail everything there.
Perfect the model before replicating it.
Precisely. Maximize that single location's potential. Get the systems perfect, the team running smoothly, the profits strong. Then, maybe you can think about expansion based on a proven, successful model.
So for you, the message is solidify your base first. Don't build a second story on a shaky foundation. Make sure your current business is absolutely thriving before you even consider taking on the massive complexities of another location.
Sound advice. Avoid scaling your problems.
Okay, almost there. Misconception 9. I can do it all myself. The solo owner trying to be the superhero trainer, salesperson, marketer, bookkeeper.
Yes, the wearer of all hats. It often comes from a good place, right? Dedication, wanting to save money.
Feels like hustle. But is it sustainable?
Jim warns that it's usually not. It raises big questions about effectiveness and, frankly, sanity. While it might seem like you're saving money on salaries in the short term,
What's the hidden cost?
burnout is a huge one, but also stagnation. You simply can't be an expert at everything. And when you're buried in the day-to-day tasks, cleaning the toilets, running payroll, teaching classes, who's steering the ship, who's focused on strategy and growth?
Nobody.
Right. Delegation is key. Training staff properly, outsourcing tasks like bookkeeping or certain marketing functions. These aren't signs of weakness. They're signs of smart leadership. It frees you, the owner, up to focus on the high-level stuff only you can do. Strategy, leadership, building the culture. Working on the business, not just in it.
That's a classic distinction, but so important. For you, it's about building a team you trust. Empower them. Let them handle their roles. It frees you up to actually lead and grow the business instead of just keeping the lights on.
Leverage talent. Don't try to be all the talent yourself.
All right, last one. Misconception 10. Success happens overnight. That expectation of immediate results, whether it's after the grand opening or launching a new program.
Yeah, the desire for instant wins. We see those flashy stories sometimes, but Jim brings it back to reality. Building a strong, stable, profitable gym takes time. It's a marathon, not a sprint.
So no magic bullet.
Very rarely. Success, real sustainable success, comes from consistent action, daily discipline, showing up and doing the work day in, day out, learning from mistakes, refining processes.
It's the grind.
It's the grind, but it's the disciplined, consistent grind. Jim emphasizes that long-term success is built on that discipline in your systems, your follow-up, your member care. It's the compound effect of doing the right things over and over again.
So for you listening, the final piece of advice here is about mindset. Patience and persistence aren't just nice to haves. They're essential business strategies. Celebrate the small wins, learn from the losses, and commit to the long game. consistent effort builds the foundation.
Exactly. It's not about one big launch. It's about daily execution. Jim wraps it all up really well. He says the gym industry is full of passion, which is fantastic. But passion without knowledge, without understanding these realities, that's risky.
Mhm.
By ditching these misconceptions, by facing the truths, you set yourself up to lead with clarity, with confidence, and with resilience. Running a successful gym isn't really about luck.
It's about systems.
Systems, discipline, and execution, day after day.
And he leaves us with this final thought, which I think really ties everything together beautifully. He says, the most successful gym owners know this. You're not in the fitness business. You're in the people business. Get that right, and everything else falls into place.
That's powerful, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is. Something for you to really think about and weave into everything you do at your gym. Focus on the people. Well, that wraps up our deep dive into Jim Thomas's white paper on common gym business misconceptions. We really hope breaking these down gives you clearer direction and helps you build an even stronger business.
Absolutely. And look, if you feel like you need some direct help implementing these kinds of systems, maybe improving your facility, or even turning things around if you're struggling, we definitely encourage you to reach out to Jim Thomas himself.
Yeah, he's a great resource.
You can call him directly at 214-629-7223, or shoot him an email at jthomas@fmconsulting.net.
Let me spell that out. That's JHEHOMAS at fmconsulting.net. And the number again, 214-629-7223. And before we go, a quick shout out to our sponsor, Gym Business Manager. If you're looking for great gym software to help you put many of these systems into practice, tracking members, managing schedules, handling billing people, check them out.
Good software makes a huge difference with systems.
It really does. Find them online at gymbusinessmanager.com. Thank you so much for joining us today on the Gym Success Podcast. We'll catch you next time with more insights to help your business thrive.